Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently are in a Liberty War and we have another faction brewing here. I really only want one of these factions to fire. Can we negotiate with any of these guys? Yes, we can negotiate with this guy, and that would actually drop them below the threshold, so that's great. As far as the Independence faction goes, what can we do here? Can we negotiate with any of these? We can negotiate with this guy. That won't drop it below the faction threshold, but we can do it anyway. Well, we can get this guy too. That'll drop it by like 22%. I don't think that'll quite be enough. This guy can be negotiated with as well. Wonderful. That was 3 there. This guy could be, but he wouldn't accept. Any others in here? Let's request claim, of course. Okay. Can we work with this guy? He's already considering a proposal from us. We must be doing something here already. Okay, sounds good. So we have these guys here that are ready to fight, and these guys that are sieging. Let's get this done. A bunch of alliances are going to be formed. Fantastic. And we should see these factions go away. I hope. Yes, there it went. Sounds good. We're going to head up over this way, and we're going to keep these guys parked up over here. I mean, we're going to want to probably split up this force and have them move up over here and here. No, not there. There we go. Something like that. That should do. And we'll see if those factions come back. But for now, that looks good. We're at 12% war score here. Okay. So this faction did resurge, and we've got this guy leading it. Anybody else in here that we can negotiate with? I doubt it, but these might be new people, so we'll see. Yeah, that's the guy that wouldn't do it previously. Nothing in here. Okay. This was, of course, an awkward succession, so it is what it is. Actually... That would do the trick. And he is 7.6%. That looks good. So we'll do that. We, of course, need to move these guys down over here. And these are, I think, reasonably okay where they're at. All we need to do is hold our own duchies, of course. So that's fine. Our rival died. And we gained 75 gold. Sounds good. Well, hello there. I wouldn't mind chasing down this army. I didn't see them raise up. Interesting. Well, we'll see if we can catch them down over here. It looks like we actually do. And looking at this, we can head into, like, Kurdistan over here. Great. And we can start to siege there. We can come down here and fight these guys. We should easily beat them, even though they have a numerical advantage. And the reason for that is because our troop quality is just so much higher. Hello, pause menu. Okay, so we're going to head up over here and stop them from heading for our capital. There's also these guys up here that we're going to need to cut off. But this looks absolutely fine to me. You can see here they've caught up in their county occupations, but that's okay. We'll have ticking war score very, very soon here. Now, if they embark and land here, that could be a problem for us in terms of troop count. We'll see what their plan actually is. Okay. I think we're fine here. Maybe. Yeah, it's a little low on the troop count. So we're going to bring in some reinforcements. We will raise them up right next to them here. How many are we going to need? This is more than enough. Send them in. Okay. Sounds good. That's one of the useful... Oh, hello. That's one of the useful parts about... That is an awkward way to travel. Okay. This force might get caught here. We'll see. We should definitely see if we can move these any faster. Do we have an organizer? I'm not seeing one immediately. It's a bit of a rare trait. Good thing I looked down here. Logician does not help us here. Reckless doesn't either, even though it looks like shoes. Ah, here's an organizer. So we're going to pop an organizer in here, and that allows us to get out. Beautiful. Apparently, even with those reinforcements, this still wasn't enough. I guess they must have... they must have killed enough of our men-at-arms. Fascinating. We're going to... Can we imprison this guy? Yes. Done. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and retreat to our capital here. And we're going to stop these guys gathering, and we're going to move them over there as well. Honestly, this only happened because we trickled in. I got a little greedy there. It's fine. We're going to move these guys to our capital for now as well. And you can see here, that's plenty of troops. Where are they retreating to? That's an awkward retreat point. Not where I asked them to retreat to, but that's fine. Once we get these all grouped together, we're not going to have any problem with that. You learned Armenian. Impressive. Okay, so they're going to catch these guys, which is rude. This retreat is really awkward. Like, incredibly awkward. That is not where I wanted them to retreat to at all. These guys are going to get caught, and there's not a lot we can do about that other than retreat them once we can. What just happened here? Oh, they captured us? Were we leading in that battle? I don't think we were. That was a lot of faction members. Well, I guess we lost that. All we did was had our crown authority reduced by a step. We can bump that back up in 20 years. It's not the end of the world, but it was definitely not what I was looking for. We must have been leading an army. I was not intending to be leading an army. This guy is 22 prowess. Yeah, we must have just been captured. That's all that there is to that. I didn't intend to be leading an army, but I'll definitely take the blame for that. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. We can go down to Mauritania at this point, and we can declare on this guy again. These claims are awkward. Right. Okay, so we can come up over here, take back Cadiz. That'll boost up our power level a little bit. And then, I would like to get a proper CB on Mauritania. We could maybe go for a claimant here. Like, that guy's, I think, too old. He'll probably die in the middle of that war. Level 51. Yeah, that guy's a level 51. No, this guy's level 43. We couldn't invite him to court. Okay, he is... That's not a viable option there. A lot of these guys we can't level. We can't invite these to court. What about this guy? No, he's a court jester. I'd love to invite a lot of these guys to court, like almost anyone here. Not great options there. Not great options at all. None of them would be invitable, so that's just not going to be a thing. We could focus on Iberia. Like, this would be a good one to go after. What do they got for claimants here? You're a bodyguard. You're a child. Not a lot of claimants available there. What about Sardinia? That's a lot of de jure territory. That's not their entire area. That gives us a little more. In fact, I believe that was all of Sardinia. Yes, that is all of Sardinia. I love it. We're going to go for that. And as far as this guy goes, we don't really have any claims for this, so we're going to have to come back to this once some of these claimants come of age. For now, I think we're just going to go for Sardinia, and we will raise up our troops over, like, here. Cool. And we'll head up over here. That was a really awkward loss to that Liberty War, but honestly, I don't think I'm too concerned. Okay, so we owe a favor to everyone in that Liberty faction, too. They're going to call those in, but I'm not that concerned about it. It's just they got lucky and got us prisoner. I didn't intend to lead the army ourselves, but Yeah, this guy is currently wanting to... Yeah, they're just changing their levy or their feudal contracts. I'm honestly okay with that. I don't think that this is a huge problem. And this guy is also getting protected title revocation, which that one's a little bit less good. This guy became our chancellor. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to compensate you for pause. Pause is going to do what pause is going to do. And we captured this guy. This guy is doing an unpressed claim on a kingdom. That's okay. We don't care about that. We'll disband this because this is now under our control, the Kingdom of Sardinia. This guy is doing low taxes. Again, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that one. If they want to use their low levy contribution, if they want to use their hooks that way, I'm completely okay with that. No problem whatsoever there. Of course, we don't really have anything that we can do about our vassal limit right now. I'm a little bit upset that I got myself captured from one of those battles. That shouldn't have been a thing. See, in Crusader Kings 2, there's a button that you can press in here to forbid yourself from leading armies. Sadly, that isn't the case in CK3, and we just automatically led the army. Makes me a little sad, but it is what it is. Protected title revocation. This one is a lot less good. So we don't like that. As far as this guy goes, we could just do a holy war for the duchy. Get that fully cleaned up. This, we're probably going to want to go after a claimant. So I think we'll just kill this duchy really quick and go after that in a bit. So we'll come up around over this way. That'll do. Is he going to stack wipe our 0 troops? No, he's just chilling here. Sounds good. No, not that way. There you go. Fantastic. Now, I would like to get a good claimant on Mauritania. Let's see if any of these guys are willing at this point. That's a female, though, so that's not actually going to work. Minus 155. This guy might work. He's maybe going to die soon. Zero reasons. Yikes. We could work on swaying him. It's not great. Maybe he dies. We'll see. So this obviously gets stack wiped. This guy wants an unpressed claim on the Kingdom of Africa. Sure. Oh, we actually captured him in that battle. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and end that war then. And this will be granted out to Sardinia. Here you go, buddy. You can hand those out as you see fit. Cool. Now, to Marshid, we definitely want to do a claimant war. What about this guy? Minus 190. Minus 200. They're protecting their claimants pretty well right now. Minus 190. Minus 190. Yeah. That's a little unfortunate. Well, we'll just look around and see about shopping around for, I don't know, going after this guy. There's also these little realms over here that I'd like to clean up. That'd be a nice thing to do. We could see what we've got here. Any good claims? No, no good claims there. So what do we got for a claimant? This is a female ruler. Minus 40 reasons, huh? That only gets us 47 opinion. Sad. I think we're going to have to go after these little ones. Okay, that one's actually already falling. Countess, who are you? I have no idea who this is, but that's part of our realm as well. So what do we got going on here? Anhalter de Jure War? Okay. I mean, they're going to get some there. We should maybe go after this cluster here. So we could go after Bar, which is actually already under attack. It's only being raided. Okay, so a Holy War for Duchy would do the trick here. Holy War for Duchy here? No. Holy War for County. Okay. Holy War for Duchy. That is a claim on the county, so we'll let that slide. This can be a Holy War for County here. Actually, we could press this Countess's claims. Sure. This would be a Holy War for County. And then I believe we don't have CBs on these two. Correct. Okay, so that gets us a lot over this way. These guys are already currently being worked on in some way. So that'll clean some of this up anyway. We'll raise up our men-at-arms over here, and we'll just get started on this. Looks good to me. Get a bunch of cleanup done. These guys are mostly just standing around. I like it. Okay, religiously protected. Awkward. And we're going to be able to turn these around eventually with hooks later on. But yeah, that's... Losing that war was very unlucky. Like, it was unlucky that we were put in charge of that army, and it was also unlucky that we got captured. Both of those things were unlucky. But I also didn't pay attention to that, so that's my own fault. We could have easily won that after regrouping, but it is what it is. It doesn't actually hurt us all that much. So we're going to enforce these demands, and of course, these will be moved into, say, this kingdom. So we'll grant those titles on over, and this guy can hand them out as he sees fit. Okay. We see 15,000 troops up over here. I'm not too concerned about that. This will obviously be stack wiped. And that war is over. We'll enforce those demands. And that will also, I think, be granted into Rugium. There we go. And then we're going to go hit this capital. Sounds good. This was annexed into our territory by our vassals. We're hoping to see a lot of this over here annexed in as well. We will win this fight, and in fact, we'll stack wipe them, even though they outnumbered us by like 50%. That's completely fine. This guy wants the Kingdom of White Rus. And we're going to refuse. It doesn't actually hurt us that much to do so. We're going to siege up over here, and this will end this war. There we go. And then that will, I think, also be granted into Rugia. Cool. 2 wars left here, and we're just going to walk in here. That war is actually over. All we have to do is walk in and siege. And there we go. It is done. That was a Countess claim, so that's fine. Don't need to hand that one out. And then this can go into Rugia as well. Okay. High levy contribution. And feudal contract negotiations have been blocked. Okay. Rude, but not the end of the world. Okay. And we will then grant that title over here. Looks good. So there's all of that stuff annexed. Of course, at this point, there are a couple more locations that I'd like to do here. There's this kingdom that we're truced to. Okay. And then I'd also like to go after this guy. Holy War for County. Easy enough. As far as this lady goes, I would really love to have some solid claims here. We could Holy War for this kingdom. Those are some awkward Kingdom Holy Wars. I think it's not a terrible concept. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll raise up our troops right around here. We do need to grab something here, so let's go ahead and take Golden Obligations. Okay. And we'll head in up over this way. Religiously protected. Okay. Very rude. Yep, that was just very unfortunate. I'm not going to be too upset about it, though. Religiously protected as well. I mean, we're close to the end of the game here. I'm not that concerned about this. Protected title revocation. Honestly, all we need to do at this point is conquer a little bit of territory over here. And then we're on to Europa. So, in reality, none of that really matters. So we're going to enforce these demands, and that will be moved into this kingdom. Grant that title over. And now we need to siege our way up to their capital, which will be fine. Okay, what does this guy want? Low levy contribution? Sure. Honestly, we're not really going to work too much on those. So that's fine. We're just going to siege our way upriver here towards their capital. We're definitely outpacing them on the siege. That's for sure. We're going to have to siege here if we don't want to take attrition. Okay. Not the end of the world. They're going to finish up a siege up here, but we don't care about that. Okay. Awkward pathing, but sure. Okay, there is a faction brewing, and the question is, who is that? Is that the guys that were in the previous Liberty faction? I'm guessing so. We can just negotiate with this guy. Do it. Sounds good to me. And let's grab their capital. Fantastic. Then we'll head out over here. We're just going to siege towards them. And this will be fine. We siege so quickly. It's absurd. We're going to fight these guys, and that will end this war. Cool. So we'll enforce those demands, and then we're going to, of course, have to grant this out. So we're going to grant this to a noble, and we're just going to make him be the king here. Oh, we need the actual kingdom title. That would help. So we will come over here. This goes de jure to this kingdom. We'll usurp that. And then that goes to this guy. And he can hand that out as he sees fit. Control click to select that in all lower titles. There we go. Fantastic. So that guy's in charge. Of course, that puts us 3 direct vassals above our limit. I was hoping that some of this would be cleaned up by the time we got here. Some of it is. This one isn't. But that does feel like a decent stopping point to me, so I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in there, and next episode, we are going to continue working on cleaning up these last couple of areas. At this point, we are really, really close to having this section of this campaign over. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, and, of course, all the rest. And also, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.